Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us for episode 2. Clint and I have received some amazing feedback from our first episode of Machin-ED Success, and we're so excited. We've been working on a slate of people to interview and topics to cover, and this is like pretty exciting. We're really excited about some of the things that we're going to do. So I was chatting with a colleague in the industry, and we started talking about all the different things that are going on, getting back in person, getting back to trade shows, seeing people again. And our next interview is one that I'm truly excited about. Today, Clint and I are going to be talking with Catherine Ross, aka Kat, and she's with AMT. We have worked together for 15 years, which does not even seem possible. And I remember meeting her at a California H-Tech conference where she got up and presented. And I was like, oh my gosh, we've got another young woman in the industry, and just being so excited and so eager to meet you. So Kat is a workforce development advocate. She is really focused on the intersection of technology, lifelong learning, and the future of work. With nearly 15 years in U.S. manufacturing, she has directed national certification programs, STEM events, CNC competitions, as well as managing federal apprenticeship contracts. At AMT, Kat directs the association's suite of education and professional development products and serves as a public ambassador to all Smartforce initiatives, including the Miles for Manufacturing Careers 5K race and the Smartforce Student Summit at IMTS. So we are so excited to have Kat here today, and I'm going to send it over to Clint to start our interview today.
Kat, thank you so much for taking some time to join us today for Machin-ED Success. So first question I want to ask you is who is AMT? Can you tell us a little more about it?
Sure. And thank you so much, Tony and Clint, for having me. I love this program. I'm so thrilled to be one of your first guests, and I can't wait to see what other episodes you roll out in the coming weeks and months. So AMT, that is the Association for Manufacturing Technology. We are an American trade association that represents hundreds of manufacturing technology builders and distributors. So Haas, Mastercam, Morris Group are all members of AMT, along with pretty much every other brand that you'll find inside a manufacturing education classroom. So everything from the equipment, the hardware, to the software, measuring devices, you name it, they're probably an AMT member.
Perfect. And can you tell us a little bit about what IMTS is? What's the big deal about IMTS?
Yes. So IMTS is the International Manufacturing Technology Show. It happens every 2 years in McCormick Place, the convention center in downtown Chicago, and it is a gathering of the most exciting manufacturing technology in the world. It's actually the largest trade show in the Western Hemisphere. By square foot, we're bigger than CES, believe it or not. But it is a gathering of really the most cutting edge technology out there. Everything from additive to AI, AR, VR, digital twin, generative design, all that tech that you either want in your shop or you hopefully have it already is on display at IMTS for 6 days every 2 years. And the next show is coming up September 12th of this year.
So that's right around the corner. So, I mean, I know you're heavily involved in the Smartforce Student Summit at IMTS. Can you give us a general overview of what that's all about?
Yeah, so IMTS is all about business to business, networking, sales, demos, and so on. But we really want to speak to the next generation, the folks who are going to be those business leaders in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So the Smartforce Student Summit is a world within IMTS that is curated specifically with young people in mind. So it is a week-long event where K through 12 plus post-secondary, so college and university level students, educators, administrators, all gather to really engage with these cutting edge technologies, to see them in person. And for some students, it's the first time they've ever seen it. For others, they may already be enrolled in a manufacturing program. Maybe they're at a H-Tech school. So for them, they're seeing the next generation of the technology that they'll be encountering in the workplace.
I know, and it's so exciting. I mean, you cannot fathom IMTS or the Student Summit until you've physically actually been there. I mean, it's just something that's beyond words. Kat, as an advocate for career and technical education and a promoter of careers in manufacturing, what do you think students should be most excited about when they're looking at a potential career in the industry?
I think the opportunity. I think that for a long time, manufacturing is a career pathway that students just were not necessarily exposed to, or they're following a dated perspective on what these particular pathways look like. And Smartforce Student Summit completely blasts that myth. Talk about myth busting. In 2018, unfortunately, in 2020, of course, we're not able to do the in-person summit, but at the most recent event in 2018, we welcomed almost 24,000 students,
Wow.
educators, administrators. I should add that we also see a lot of community groups, so Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, First Robotics Clubs, Vex Robotics Clubs. A lot of homeschool students really take advantage of this opportunity to get out there and see what there is. And so when I say opportunity, it's because students kind of have Rosie the Riveter as what comes to mind when you think of manufacturing. But we love Rosie, but it's so not that anymore. It is digital, it's smart, it's accessible on their cell phones, on their tablets. And so we want to make that connection between what's actually out there in industry and where they are in their day-to-day life. So they can choose many different pathways, but first step is choosing manufacturing.
Yeah, it really is amazing exposure for young students. And so I want to shift gears just a little bit and talk a little bit about women in manufacturing. And so currently, women account for 1/3 of the manufacturing workforce in the US. And they represent, to me, one of the largest untapped pools of talent, for manufacturing. So I know you're a board member of the Women in Manufacturing Education Foundation. What would you say to young women who are considering opportunities in manufacturing?
I would say I'll have to draw up Rosie the Riveter again. That's not it. Rosie's very cool. Love to see her in a tattoo or something. But just because you maybe don't have the most technical background, maybe your strengths are in accounting or HR or marketing or design, there's a role for you in manufacturing. So I would say, first of all, ask your guidance counselor or ask the people in your lives, why not manufacturing? And then visit the Student Summit and we'll show you why definitely manufacturing is an option that is inclusive and welcoming to young women and can provide really stimulating, successful, and well-paying pathways.
Absolutely. And we're seeing more and more women that really excel in technical fields. I know I see it with my 11-year-old daughter. She is so savvy when it comes to problem solving. And I think really highlighting that for young women of, when we look at careers in STEM, manufacturing is one of them. So I absolutely agree. And I mean, it's been an amazing career pathway for me. I think it has been for you too, Kat, that it's like I've got the flexibility that I can have a family or not have a family. I've traveled to amazing places and been, met some of the most amazing people in this industry that it really is such an eye-opener. It's a pathway for everybody. Talking about IMTS 2022, can you tell us a little bit about what students and educators should really expect to see when they come to the Smartforce Summit?
So in September, we're going to be highlighting the Manufacturing Technology Classroom of the Future and all of the exciting technologies, digital smart technologies that encompasses. So students can expect really interactive, hands-on exhibits. It's just going to be a week full of engaging, hands-on. We really want the students to roll up their sleeves, control some robots, maybe fire off some rockets, and a great way to keep up with what exactly is happening inside the summit is to follow us on Twitter or Instagram. We're at IMTS_Smartforce. So over the coming months, we'll be posting updates on there to let everybody know a little bit of what to expect.
So how can educators, industry, and prospective students connect with IMTS and the Smartforce Summit? So you mentioned Twitter and following online. Are there any websites they can check out to register for the event?
Yeah, Yeah, they can go to imts.com/Smartforce. That is where we have all things Student Summit related posted, including registration. And while you're there, you can just explore the IMTS website, because in addition to accessing the Student Summit, registration does provide access to the show as a whole. So educators and other education related attendees can check out what else is in there. We do try to make the summit so cool that you won't even want to go upstairs and check out the rest of the show, but you can if you want to. And we know, particularly among the college students, they can be kind of eager to get up there and maybe hand out some resumes or, just do some general networking.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We are going to move into our rapid fire as we wrap things up here, Kat. So I'm going to send it over to Clint.
What do you think is the best sport to watch live?
Ooh. Either hockey, Tony, I know you'll like that, or
yes, I'm all in.
Yeah, hockey or football.
What is the first career you ever dreamed of as a kid?
Oh my gosh. The first career, I think it was astronaut, because I was right in the early elementary years when Sally Ride was hopping on shuttles and going to space. And she was just the most inspirational. I actually came across a photo of her the other day and still felt like the goosebumps like I did in first grade. So it was astronaut.
I love that.
Awesome. What are you most proud of professionally?
Gosh, you know what? I am proud that I'm living up to the work that I'm doing. And by that, I mean, I was not exposed to manufacturing as a career pathway as a young woman. Not in high school. I was discouraged from even enrolling in auto shop classes in high school, though I did eventually learn to change a tire. Thank you. But there was absolutely no encouragement for me to pursue manufacturing as a career path, even engineering, really. And so when I found my way into manufacturing, I felt like I was taking a really big gamble. And if I could do it again, I would do it twice, because this industry is, first of all, extremely welcoming. And as I mentioned, the opportunity for personal and professional growth is just unmatched. I mean, every year there are new challenges that are, just hard enough. So you constantly feel like your skills are evolving, you're developing more and more to offer back to your employer. And when you're in the workforce development and advocacy world, you're really offering it to the country, to society. Like, I feel like I'm really making a change. And it all started by looking at a job ad and thinking, it's actually really funny. So I started at the National Institute for Metalworking Skills, NIMS. And when I went into that job interview, I knew nothing about metalworking. But what I did know was that generations on my father's side worked in U.S. Steel, in steel mills in Pittsburgh. Go Steelers. And
no,
so,
no, go Steelers.
So I marched into that job interview, and the director at the time, Steve Mandis, said, "What do you know about metalworking?" And I said, "Nothing, but my dad worked for U.S. Steel, my grandfather, my uncles, and so on." And I was like thinking, yes, I got it. And he just looked at me and said, "That has nothing to do with us." And I was like, oh God, I blew it. And he hasn't even, but fortunately they saw something special in me and brought me on board. And like, there's been nothing but growth and fun since then. So I'm pleased to say that I'm kind of walking the walk of what I'm trying to do here.
Nice.
Perfect. And then last but not least, what is the best piece of career advice anyone's ever given you?
The best piece of career advice that someone has given me, I think, is especially relevant to any young woman in particular in an industry that is male dominated at this point in time. And that was, again, my former boss and mentor of sorts back in my early NIMS days, Steve Mandis. I was actually going to an H-Tech to present. I don't know if it was the H-Tech that we met at, Tony. It probably was, but I was pretty nervous about it. I was pretty anxious because presenting as a 20-something woman to a group of CNC teachers can be a little intimidating.
Right.
So I was a little nervous, and I was hemming and hawing in his office, and he threw open the bottom drawer of his desk. And I was like, what is this man doing? He throws open the bottom drawer of his desk, and he said, "Where's your confidence?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't have any." And he throws open the drawer and says, "It's in the bottom drawer. You get it out, you shake it off, get the dust off, put it on, and get out that door and do it." and I was, in the moment, I was like, this man is crazy. But in retrospect, he's so right. Like, you just do it. Frankly, you just, do your best to prepare, but in the end, just throw on that old confidence and get it done. And I think about that brief conversation more often than I would have expected when it was happening.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you for telling us a little bit about IMTS, the Smartforce Student Summit. If you're listening, we have more episodes coming out soon of Machine Success. Make sure to follow IMTS and the Smartforce Student Summit on all the social platforms, and check out the link for registration. So thank you again for your time and sharing a little bit about yourself, Kat.
Yeah, thank you so much. This was fun.
Awesome. And we'll see you in September in Chicago.
Yes, see you there.
See you then.